Welcome back. We're painting. And not are we painting though? Because here's a 16 by 20 canvas. I got new oil pastels. Yeah, I am obsessed with them. I've tried, let's see, what? I've tried watercolor this year, which I've already tried before, but not in a while. I tried gouache paint. I tried also, why are there so many dents in that? Who beat that canvas up? Who did it? I tried colored pencils. Now I'm trying oil pastels. I want to try oil colored pencils or oil pencils. They're like oil based. Because I need like a finer tip for some of these. If I do it, I'm doing these on a bigger canvas, so it's fine. But I can't like. It's still kind of hard. Here I am. That's okay. I was just I was priming a bunch of canvases, and then I already had one while those dried. I already had one with the background painted, so I was like, I'm just gonna try it on that. But here I am still, I'm doing another 12 by 16 just with gesso. Gesso. I hate how this feels when it's like just has that on it. It feels so gross. It's just like scratchy and like it's like nails on a chalkboard. Here I am trying to pick out colors. The background on this is kind of like a very light blue, and sometimes I don't. This brush I've been using to do backgrounds, I don't know what that's about. I'm kind of scared, but I was also watching Friday Night Lights. It's the very end of the show, and we'll get more into that later because I ended this on the last episode, and you'll see. But I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, the background on this had it's also when I use too much paint and then it like makes the brush texture like the lines all the way down. So I was like that was coming through on in with the pastels, and so I really had to blend those to get those lines to go away. But I like how otherwise you can see the canvas texture come through. And my original vision was to do a bunch of light colored, like I was just gonna do with the outline, like just outline of like light colored, what do you call it? The light colored colors, whatever. And then I was gonna do on top of it darker colors. I feel like I need to like figure that out a little bit more because I have a vision in my head, but also it's not really clear. And then I was gonna blend out the ones on. Anyways, I'll maybe try that. I just ended up doing them like, well, you can see I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use these, so I'm figuring it out. But I wanted to. I know they're just amazing to blend, so I really wanted to do that a lot. I started with like the main color, and then I just blended the outline, and then I added white to blend everything together, and then I added the darker color or the original color again, and then even darker color, and then the original color again. I want to try some with like multicolor too, because I like doing that with acrylic, but I'm sure it'd be really cool with these. I also couldn't decide on colors, and right before this, the first time I've used these since like third grade in art class, uh, I just in the sketchbook on paper just used a bunch of fun colors because I was just trying to, I don't know. When I like to try these out, I like to do a bunch of different colors to see how they work. And so then when I was doing this one, I was like, well, I I don't know, and it's kind of a limited option. I like there's a good amount of color options with these, but um, I just decided to use a bunch of different colors, and it is different from what I usually do because I usually stick to like one color and then do variations of that, or like three colors. And then with this, I was just like, I just kept going and adding. Well, this is like four colors. One, two, three, four. I'm gonna add another one though. Anyways, I'm just going back and forth. I'm blending away. I'm videoing a lot of it, and also my face. I do that like nose scrunch, like I'm in pain face because I'm really focusing, which you can kind of see, but just like don't look. Just look at the painting. Don't look at my face. Anyways, so there you can see. I love using my fingers and blending with my hands, and just I love the texture of them, and you know what? One time I tried finger painting with acrylic paint. I finger painted the flowers and it was fun. I love getting messy, and oil oil pastels are really messy and I love it. I do need to figure out, I already ordered stuff, this like spray to seal it with, because I was like, I don't know how do you make sure this doesn't, because it'll smudge. You touch it. Here I am talking to my phone. I was talking to my Insta stories. But anyways, I ordered the spray and then I'll see if what that does. I'm scared though. One time I sprayed the spray on, I tried to, also here I am having, I had an emotional moment, okay? I talked about this in my TikTok video of this, but something about these using the oil pastels reminded me of like making art when I was little and just trying new things and having fun. And I was truly having a moment where I was like so thankful for art and I don't know, I can't articulate my thoughts. You know this about me. But I did a little better in my TikTok video, so I don't know. I can't. Also, here I am freaking out because Tyra came back for like the last couple episodes. Maybe it was the last episode. I can't remember. Of Friday Night Lights. And I missed her, clearly. And I was just like, ah. I also think it's fun that in the last video I was talking about how I don't like the last episodes of shows. And here I am watching the last episode. But I was really liking Friday Night Lights. It was just such a good one to, I don't know, paint to, and it was like comforting to me. It was my comfort show rewatch, and now it's gone. I need a new one. I like that dramatic vibe, but it's still funny. I don't really want just a comedy. I don't know. Maybe I'll rewatch Veronica Mars again, even though I rewatched that kind of recently. Maybe I'll rewatch Lost. That's one I like to rewatch. I don't really know why it's not funny. I mean, there's probably some funny moments, but there's just certain ones that are good to watch when you're doing other things. And I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm talking about. What are we talking about? I love the green and the teal. I love that green. Have I started crying yet? I can't tell. Just a warning, I start crying and this, and you know what, it's because the endings are sad. And also, I was almost crying earlier when I was reflecting on how much I love art and being creative and how God made us all creative and and He's creative and I was just so thankful for that and being able to make art, especially for my job, even though sometimes because it's my job, I'm not thankful for it sometimes, and I'm just like, and I feel very about it, and like, oh, I have to do a video of this. But then this, for some reason, using this medium really made me stop and like reflect on all of it. And I was like, wow, what are we talking about? Anyways, um, here's what happened with this painting. It annoys me to look at, and I'm gonna point it out. You probably already saw it, but do you see how there's a line? So a big thing is distributing the different colors in a way where, like you can't put, also look how cute. This is precious. Look at that. Oh, Ella. I love her so much. I'm so sorry. I keep saying things and then I keep saying other things, but I'm about to talk about Ella now. I'm not. Here she is yelling at Scooby because he heard her come downstairs because she yells. She's so loud. I don't let him near her. It's okay. Um, I did for a second because sometimes I don't let him. He always tries to get his paw and play with her like a dog, and I'm like, you can't do that. You can't. I don't. I protect her. I promise. Anyways, how many times have I like ranted about something and said, anyways, ugh, look at this angle. This is fun. I don't have room to get. Yeah, I don't have room to put my camera in a lot of places, so you get a lot of weird angles here. And that other angle was far away, but you can still see. I like how the full picture just kind of comes together, but you can see the texture up close. You can kind of see the lines. See those? I kept going back and adding more colors. I kept going back and blending. I like finished it twice and then I came back again and I blended some more because but then it's at a certain point I was like I just have to leave it. I have to walk away and say it's good and I'm gone. I know what I was talking about. You see how diagonally there's the orange and yellow back and forth but diagonal across the canvas? That bothers me. And then I add another one across the whole canvas. I should have done a purple flower where that second yellow flower is down there. And then I should have done the yellow one where that big purple one is. But usually I'm good about that. But I wasn't, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But I don't hate it. And I end up adding a leaf kind of to break up all of that. I could still kind of wish I had added maybe something else, like another leaf. But it also kind of looks, I just told myself that it kind of just looks like a intentional sash across the whole, a sash of flowers. I don't, I don't know. But I was adding these little turquoise vines to kind of break up stuff. And I love how these layer and and they blend together, but also I can layer the darker colors on top and it doesn't. It's just I love it. And then you can it's cuz it's like acrylic paint where I can do lighter colors on top of the dark, but then they just like blend well. I mean, not exactly, but you can somewhat. And I just love the texture. I really, really do. I can't wait to I just and after I finish this, I was like I can't wait to like talk about this and show everybody and do more of oil pastels paintings. Do you call them paintings if it's oil pastel? I guess it's a drawing. How many times have I said oil pastels? Also, that was me crying. Did you see that? Uh, it made me laugh watching this back. I'm just like, as it was happening, I was like, I'm gonna crack up watching this because I'm just hunched over crying while drawing these flowers. Look at me. I was also like, ew, I'm never crying again. Why do I? I'm like, uh, it's not, you know what? Who cares? It's not flattering, but it's funny. So I will always go for the laughs before anything else. Also, they were saying Texas forever, Billy. That's what he was saying. Something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, Texas. He always says that. And now it's ending, and I'm sad. And then it was showing him at his new team. And the way it ended with their last game, and then the catching of the football of his new team, oh my gosh. Also, wait, go back. The I was cracking up because the tear was rolling down my face and the camera caught it so well. It really was doing its job. It was catching the true emotion of this moment. And it's over. And I'm sad. But it's alright. Now we listen to music. Yeah. Alright. And I'm just adding some darker colors. I'm really going in. And I wanted to make sure like all the edges of the flowers were kind of more prominent. And I was adding a really darker color, just random blobs everywhere, because that's fun. And yeah, so I'm adding some darker blue to the blue flowers, some darker purple, and finding a new music, and I'm still going. It's so colorful and fun. And I love her. I was also taking pictures because I like taking pictures of um, each step if I remember vaguely each step, not every single one. That's crazy. Anyways, we did it. They're my pastel fingers. And here she is. We love her so much. I need to seal this. I don't know if I'm going to sell the original But I did make an art print of it and a phone wallpaper on my website. And here we are together. It's so bright and colorful and happy, and I love it. And that's the end of the video. Love you.